Picky, picky, picky. Hey, hey, hey. I feel a meditation coming on. Hi. How are you? Let the show begin. No one has power over you unless you give it to them. I'm fine. I'm doing all right. How are you? How are you? No one has power over you unless you give it to them. Remember that. Faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So within, so without. Always remember these words. The all is mind, the universe is mental. As above, so below. As below, so above. Or is it just as above, so below? I haven't been able to join because I've been unwell. Well, I hope you're feeling better. That's the main focus. We can heal ourselves. Well, I hope you're feeling better than you were. I think the thing we have to remember the most is allow yourself to heal. We have to allow miracles. Fart gun. I almost forgot. We must have the fart gun. Now you're well. I'm glad to hear that. See, we are able to heal. We have to allow for miracles. If we allow miracles, we're going to get more of them. Doubt is what kills miracles. I'm having beef jerky. Do I really have 10 people watching right now? Do I really have 10 people? Let's see how long that lasts. I usually don't maintain 12 people. I guess Jim Beam. Isn't that a whiskey? And then there's, what other whiskeys are there? There's Jack Daniels. Wild Turkey, isn't that a whiskey? Wild Turkey? I like the smell of whiskey. I like to just take the lid off and take a whiff. Hi. That is a long title there. I'm glad you didn't ask me to give a shout out. Why do people need such long, you know? I'm eating beef jerky. I love to chew on a piece of beef jerky. That's a good game we can play. What are you eating? We can, hey, what's up? It's Tommy. Tommy Temper. Hello, good night. Welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. Wow, we've got 16 people. We'll see how long that lasts. Mmm. I need to make it to buy more beef jerky. You like Johnny Walker, huh? Johnny Walker. Hi, everyone. How are you? I'm doing okay. The name of the game is to stay warm now. It's January. We're at the tail end of January. It's usually not this cold, but it is. We're way down south and we're experiencing the teens. You know, like 16 degrees. You're from Afghanistan. My brother was in Afghanistan. He was deployed there. Wow, all the way from Afghanistan. There was somebody from Turkey earlier today and another person from India. So I guess I'm worldwide. People unknown the world over. We're ruling the pools and reaching the beaches. We reach the beaches and rule the pools. Intensity in 10 cities. It's probably real cold over there too. Oh, really? 1:42 in the morning. Usually it's pretty quiet during that time. 1 a.m. It's not every day you're up at 1 a.m. At least not willfully. You're in Georgia. Okay. I am also in Georgia. Have you ever watched my channel? No, I haven't. Leave me a comment. That way I can click through to your channel. Nice. Yes. Beef jerky. I can't stop eating it. When I get a bag of beef jerky, I have to keep chewing on it until it is no more. I'm getting a lot of sodium today. I don't have to get up for anything tomorrow. So this is kind of like my Friday. Thank you for subscribing. Comments are not tuned up. Really? I wonder how that happened. People are able to leave comments. Oh my God. Hello, it's Ryan. I remember you, Dalen. You must be a youngster, yeah. Like done, yeah. So yeah, leave me a comment. Usually people leave them after the show, after the show's over. After a year, where have you been, as they say in Canada? Where have you been? Here we say been. Where have you been? You haven't seen me. Well, now you have. You happen to catch me at the right time. Is it divine providence or providence? I'm from California. I was born in California. You play baseball, all right. Baseball is played in a lot of different places in the world, mostly America. They say baseball is America's favorite pastime. 10U, what does that mean? 10U. Now I have a total of 4 people watching. A grand total. How about you? Are you snacking on anything? Are you at least having tea? It's, I'm eating Beef jerky. I like beef jerky. It helps me concentrate. I can. That's funny. I get asked that a lot. What are you eating? We can make that a game. What's Ed eating? And then people get to try to guess. Okay, bye. Well, you have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Drive through. Thank you. Come again. How's it going? I guess everybody's starting to get off school now. It's 3:46. I think this is prime time. Prime time for people to stop by. You got home at 3 o'clock? All right. That's when school finally lets out, I guess. When they finally release you. Release you. I release you. Into the wild. Everybody gets to go home. One thing I hated was homework. When I was in school, I do not play video games. Because here mad night, I am going to bed. Well, good night. Have a great night. Have a peaceful sleep. That's what I like, deep, restful sleep. When I can actually turn off my mind, turn off my brain, and just start to enjoy existing. That's what we need to do more of, just exist. That might be one of my meditations. Do you want to know all the sports I play? Sure, why not? You've already said you play baseball. Sometimes rugby. Rugby is a very aggressive sport. You don't wear any protective gear when playing rugby. Rugby is up there with soccer. But in the UK they call it football. They don't call it soccer. I think Brazil, a lot of places that play soccer, and they're pretty passionate about it. They're passionate about their soccer. Soccer, baseball, flag football. I remember playing flag football. All you have to do is yank a flag. Instead of them tackling you and making you, It's been a long time. You put a belt on with some flags. They're supposed to run up and yank a flag off. That's right. Yeah, I got it. So if you're the guy with the football, say goodbye to your flags. You have a question. Okay. I have a reason. I usually have a reason. And it better be a good reason. I guess that's what we do here. We just chat. It's a Q&A. Please. You have a question, please. Spasiba. No, that's thank you. And you're welcome. Bajalista. Or no. What is please? Please is, I think it's Bajalista. Please and you're welcome is Bajalista. Spasiba. Spasiba, that's how you say please. Spasiba. Spasiba. Thank you. Thank you is spasiba. I'm back. You said that. Yo, Ed, I'm back. Why do Americans call football football when the game is played with your hands? I know. It's because they kick it once in a while. They kick that football. They have to kick it past the goalpost. Maybe that's why. It didn't know where he resembles a football, because you got to kick it. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to remember that. Bjalista means please and you're welcome. И дай мне чай, бjalista. Spasiba means thank you. Thoughts on tennis? Love. They say love when you haven't scored yet. They say to love instead of saying 0. Tennis is quite fun. There's a lot of moving around. And then there's table tennis. I watched a video of Bruce Lee. He had a pair of nunchucks, and he was playing ping pong with the nunchucks. English was made before the American. Yes, it is. English. I think that's spoken by the English. The island of England. Thoughts on the Greek language? We use a lot of Greek. We use a lot of Greek. I think in, like polyp, the word polyp means little foot. And there's a lot of words that are used that are Greek words. There's words I can't say here. Defo buying a Corsa. My brother wants to the Yaris. Have a good day. Thank you for saying goodbye. Some people don't even say goodbye. Never say goodbye. Never say goodbye. Holding on to never say goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Some people are never good at goodbyes. Toyota Yaris. There's a Greek restaurant that I know of. It's right behind Waffle House. I think if it's still there, they serve Greek food there. I've never eaten there. Maybe when I get money, I'll go to that Greek restaurant. I like the Greek mythology. There's also Greek edifices. Hello there, Mr. Ed. That's right, I'm back. Blackout. I really had a blackout. I'm back. S1. Did you change your... Hey, do you remember me? Abel. Yes, I think I do. I might go to... You might go to sleep? You have my permission. Spanish pies. I don't think I've ever had a Spanish pie. So that's you. You're Abel. Bro, I'm not leaving your such a good YouTube channel. I'm not leaving. Okay. You don't need to leave. Angela, welcome. You're OG from way back when. I need to look for a .01 cal. My brother first. My keyboard keeps breaking. Like 2023. I love you too. I'm almost done with my jerky. I'm now eating the little strings. I've worked my way down to the little... Screaming Baboon to tell... Hello, Screaming Baboon. Not just a baboon, a screaming baboon. Wow, that beef jerky's pretty good. Y'all, I'm undercover. I'm Travis Scott. Well, that's nice to know. Thoughts on Disney World? And what's the oldest ride there? I think one of the oldest ones is the Dumbo ride. Or maybe the Peter Pan ride. I think those rides were there when it was first built. I think if you buy a brand new BMW and you live near the dealer, then I guess they have scheduled maintenance, and also buy warranties if you have warranties, or they have warranties. I have been looking all over YouTube. You have? Well, I guess you're successful now. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. That sounds like a Alanis Morissette song. Everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. I've got one hand in my pocket. The other one is playing a piano. You deleted your old account. Thoughts on McLaren? Hello, Eddie. Oh, we hope I am doing pretty well. This is my second live today. Thoughts on farms with cows? Farms with cows? I think it's a good asset. Livestock and crops. Rabbits are underrated. Rabbits can be produced at a high rate. So, loving the beard. Yeah, looking fresh. Always. It looks like I have some whipped cream in my beard. But that's natural. That just happens. How has your... Pretty good. It's been pretty good. Should I get a van or a car? Get a car. Get yourself a car, because motorcycles, you're not protected. They call them donor sickles. They call motorcycles donor sickles. You can really hurt yourself. I am going gray to... Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, Silver Foxes. Wasn't that on Sanford and Son? The show Sanford and Son. Silver Foxes. You can be... You know what? Ladies like older men. They like those... They like the salt and pepper hair. I think Mel Gibson's going that way. In The Wizard of Oz, who played the... Oh, Bert Lahr. Bert Lahr played the lion in The Wizard of Oz. It was made in 1939. He had to wear real lion skin. That was real. He said it sweated he had to sweat really bad, and it didn't smell good either. They do, but I like an older... Yeah. There was a guy who was, yeah, at least, you're 32? Yeah. So, yeah, everybody has their own preference. Everybody prefers. Older women make good lovers. That's a country song. Older women make good lovers. Older women just know just how to treat a man. Yeah. Old chicken makes good soup. I had an old lady tell me that one time. But you know what? The heart wants what it wants. Thoughts on Big Bird? Big Bird had a monitor inside of him. That's how he saw the outside of the costume. Did you watch that documentary? It was a documentary about Big Bird. He used one hand to operate a hand, and he used his other hand to operate the beak. Cookie Monster. We love cookies. Yes. Dum, dum. That's what he liked, was cookies. He was a cookie monster. He was purple too. Thoughts on Oscar the Grouch? He lives in a garbage can. Oscar the Grouch. And I guess that's his, he was a grouchy guy. You could always count on Oscar being a grouch. He was the only Muppet who lived in a garbage can. I wonder if it was what he kept down there. Oscar the Grouch was awesome. Yep, Grouch, the Grouch. He was one of the few Muppets that blinked. Remember that? Oscar the Grouch blinked on Mario. Mario! Da 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 da. I have that song in my head now. Thank you. Da 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 da. Grover. Grover was the voice of Yoda. The voice of Yoda was Grover. Froggy baby. Super Grover. He had, oh, there's Charlotte. He had a knight in shining, yeah, he had a knight's helmet on and a red cape. Grover. I think it was after Grover Cleveland, but he was, I don't think, what was his name? It was the Kermit the Frog. Tell Charlotte the glitch said hello. She can read that. The glitch says hello. Hello, hello. No hard feelings, I hope. I hope we can all be peaceful here. That was a Bono song, wasn't it? You two, hello, hello. Yeah. I think we're all on good terms, aren't we? The U.S. finally has a new president. I wonder how well things actually. Me and Charlotte can't see each other. Oh yeah, I can't see you either. I can't read it. It's not showing up on my. I can read your. Well, that's good. I can read Charlotte's thoughts on Bert. Bert and Ernie. Hee hee hee. Bert and Ernie. They were roommates, weren't they? Flatmates. Bert and Ernie. They both had striped shirts, didn't they? One was horizontal stripes. Ernie liked his rubber ducky. Thoughts on Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. I hear about it. I've never played Fortnite. How's Charlotte doing these days? You're blocked me if you remember, so she won't be able to see. Okay, your comments. I can't see hers. Okay, well at least I can read them. I somehow play into this. So we're not even a month into the new year yet. You're okay. Thanks. Mom's doing well. She went to her cardiac rehab. Cardiac. They had her on some exercise equipment, and she said she was feeling stronger. Thoughts on Snuffy? Who's Snuffy? Why, that rings a bell, Snuffy. Remind me who that's from. What's that from? Thoughts on Walgoogie? I don't know that. Thoughts on Snuffy. Snuffy the Vampire Slayer? Snuffy! Snuffleupagus? Yeah, that's where it came from. Snuffleupagus. Where's your jaw? Oh, I have it. I have it at the ready. Yeehaw! It is fun, isn't it? It's an unusual instrument. GTA-V. What is that? They don't play it enough. GTA 5. GTA 5. Where does that? Grand Theft Auto. Oh, thank you. That's also a video game, Grand Theft Auto. Their latest version came out, didn't it? A couple of years ago? They were really anticipating that. Grand Theft Auto. Why didn't that click right away? PlayStation. PlayStation. They say that's a bad influence, playing Grand Theft Auto, because you get to commit crimes, but it's all in the video game. Crimes. You get to commit crimes. Who invented the joke? I don't know. It's an ancient instrument. It's known by in certain circles that are shamans. Shamans play it. Roblox. I've heard of Roblox. Roblox, Fortnite. People ask me if I play Roblox. That's like an interactive, isn't it? You can play more than one player. People really get caught up in those games. There's little kids that are really good at those games. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, for I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. The exact origins are unknown, but there are ancient artifacts that suggest a long history. Yeah, it's known the world over. I think the Mongolians used them. Mongolians are good at throat singing. Ever heard throat singing? Oh, oh, oh. That sounds really cool. I don't know how they do it. Thoughts on Minecraft? My nephew plays Minecraft. Yeah, he's mentioned that. Minecraft. A lot of people dressed up for Halloween as Minecraft characters. There's a yellow rose in Texas I'm coming back to see. That's all I remember of that song. Throat singing is also the art of vibrational healing. Yeah, the character cleanse. A lot of it's based on vibration. Vibrations, also drumming. Drumming is really good medicine. Tammy, welcome. Willkommen, wie geht's? Dobry den. Is a red alert storm. Really? Is it a snowstorm? Red alert? That sounds pretty harsh. Who sings the song, Ed, you ain't woman enough to take... You ain't woman enough to take my man. I know a song called Jolene. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. No, wind and rain. Oh, wind and rain. That's not good for crops. Excessive wind and rain. Not good for crops. It's amazing what our ancestors had to put up with. Freezing temperatures, rain, excessive wind. Locusts. Oh, don't even get me started. Just the elements. If you want to be a survivalist, try and survive the elements. Whatever nature throws at you. People think knife fighting and gunfighting and, swords and shields. The worst, disease. Disease kills more people. What was it, the flu? The Spanish flu killed more people than war ever did. Wind and rain. Try to put a coat on, and then here comes the wind. The wind will cut right through whatever you have on. That's why I like windbreakers. Windbreakers give you at least a barrier. I wonder, yeah, windbreakers, shouldn't they go over coats? SR. Hank Sr., country singer. My mom has some Hank Williams. I found out where Tennessee is. Tennessee is at the northeastern part of Texas. There's a song, All My Exes Live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. What do you think of changes? I'm scared of some of them. Like these, I forget what, there's taxes on trade. And that's not, I don't think that's going to help us. Tariffs. I think they're called tariffs. When in Canada, why are we so all of a sudden? Why do we want to mess with Canada all of a sudden? All these years I've been alive, we just let Canada be, and he's wanting to make Canada another state of the union, and they're not happy about it. It's like, why? The people that are closest to us, they've been our ally for so long. And Mexico too. It's like he wants to buy Greenland, and I guess that's how we got Russia. Or no, Alaska. We bought Alaska from Russia, and we bought Louisiana from the French, and I guess that's how we expand our empire. We just start waving money around. Greenland, Greenland is cold. They called Greenland Jamaica. They say no problem in Jamaica. Jamaica is like the murder capital of the world. But that's where Bob Marley came from, Jamaica. What was some songs of his? Every little thing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. That's a good song. Woke up this morning. Yeah, that's wrong. Trying to change. Yeah, because it was a deception. They called Greenland because they wanted people to go there instead of Iceland. Iceland is where Bjork is from. Iceland. That's like a Nordic place, you know. That has Viking heritage. Iceland, Greenland, Icelandic. Aurora. Isn't Aurora? She's a singer also. I think she's from Iceland. She has the strangest hairstyles. And what else? No woman, no cry. That's right. He actually, the money that was made from that song went to help his friend. He had a friend that he gave credit to this friend for writing that song. How you doing? I'm doing all right. How you doing? I like saying that. How you doing? Wasn't that on Friends? The guy who played Joey. How you doing? Sometimes that's a good icebreaker, you know. Just the way you introduce yourself. Allow myself to introduce myself. Thoughts on Charlotte? I like Charlotte. She's loyal. She's been with me through thick and thin. Even when she was being blocked by one of the, I'm not seeing some of the, I noticed that. Why is that? I'm able to see him. I'm kind of like Ron Burgundy. I just read the teleprompter. So I guess you will be able to at least have it read to you. No woman, no cry. His wife was saved by her dreadlocks. Somebody tried to shoot his wife in the head, and her dreadlocks stopped the bullet. I learned that from Morbid Facts. Bob Marley died of one of his toes got infected. They said they had to amputate one of his toes. Thoughts on the Little Mermaid? Oh, the Little Mermaid. She was modeled after, what was her name? Alyssa Milano. Alyssa Milano. Remember her? And Who's the Boss? That's where they said they got the idea for her face. Thoughts on Gene Hackman's birthday today? Gene Hackman. He was in Superman. He played Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, yeah. Gene Hackman. He was in a lot of, was it Popeye Doyle? Quite a few movies. He's been in a lot of movies. Well, happy birthday, Gene Hackman. A lot of people are they're turning old. Some of those movies were in the 70s. Mississippi Burning. Wasn't he in Mississippi Burning? That's an intense movie. That was very intense. R. Lee Ermey was also in that movie. 95 years old. Usually women, have you noticed women live a lot longer than men do? Women get to be in their 80s, their 90s. Guys just seem to, I found you, I've been looking for you. For an hour, how he was an enemy of the state with Will Smith. Yeah. Remember they were in that Faraday cage? Have you ever listened to the conspiracy theories? It's almost like a movie that was made today. Yep, you're back. Well, welcome back. He played the crab. Who played the crab? I don't know. You watched the film Color Purple. Yeah. Was Oprah Winfrey in that one? Oprah Winfrey? The Color Purple. Prince had a song called Purple Rain. There's something about the black culture, the color purple, that represents something. I don't know what it is. The color purple. Purple rain, purple rain. You're back. Well, welcome back. I always welcome back. Do you know Patrick? No, I don't. LOL. Do people really laugh out loud? That's up there with LMAO. Laugh my ass off? People don't say that often. LMAO. No. People don't. Well, I'm glad you all showed up here. This is great. Having a little chat, having a little fun, talking about movies and Muppets, and beef jerky. Don't say cuss words. I will try not to say cuss words. I do it without being aware. Sometimes I'm not aware that I'm using cuss words. Today is your birthday. How old are you? Today is your birthday. You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. Wait a minute. You're 12. You're all of 12 years old. That's not bad. Thank you. Good job. Enjoy your cake. You're 9. Wow, all these youngsters. They're so young. They're little hatchlings or younglings, as they say in the Star Wars universe. The younglings. We're talking to younglings, young Padawans. Well, this is good. This is really turning out well. I'm going to celebrate with chili cheese fries. Tonight, chili cheese fries, which will raise my sodium. You turn in August. I turn in June, the month of June. That's when I have to re-register my car. I have to do it every year. Why do they make you re-register your car? If your address is the same, why do you have to pay again? If all of your information is the same, I guess they have to keep re-entering your information. Nothing's changed. I wish I could make rules like that. Make rules that cause people to have to pay me money. Every time you say my name, you have to pay $5. That's like taxing. Taxes. When you pay for a car, you pay tax, license, and dock fees. You just want to buy a car, that's all. Here comes the jaw harp. The origins are unknown. Like the Ultimate Warrior from Parts Unknown. I'll be glad when YouTube starts paying me. When I have enough watch time or watch hours. You gotta have, I have enough subscribers. I just don't have enough watch hours. People aren't watching enough. They need to watch more. More people start to find out about me. I'll be discovered. What I need is a billboard. I need to rent a billboard. So when people drive by, they'll see a picture of me, Eddie's Funhouse. See how many more people. You have to put a lot of money into advertising. And then again, that's not a guarantee. I paid a lot of money for advertising before, and I didn't cash in on it. You think the more people know about you, the better off you are. All right. I'm so thankful for the people who come to my show, even though it's only 3 people. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should do some more shorts of me playing the jaw harp. Maybe that'll draw people in. Just turn on the camera and start playing the jaw harp. Then they can listen to it on a loop. It'll play to the end and then it'll go back again. So they can just listen to it for hours. 11 likes. Please put the penny in the old man's hat. Please put the penny in the old man's hat. That's a Christmas song. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. Give all your toys to the little rich boys. I like that song. It's funny. Funny in a naughty way. Funny in a bad way. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. Give all your toys to the little rich boys. What's your favorite wand spell of Harry Potter? What's your favorite spell? Wingardium Leviosa? Or is it Expelliarmus? Or Expecto Patronum? Expecto Patronum! Wingardium Leviosa. Oculus Repairus. For those of us who have glasses. Oculus Repairus. You've got dirt on your nose. Did you know? Oh, that brings back memories. Arresto Momentum. I like that one. Arresto Momentum. I think that was the most used, was Expelliarmus. That makes you, that disarms somebody. They're trying to use their wand on you. I guess it's quiet now. Everyone's left. The sun is setting in the sky. Teletubbies say goodbye. Goodbye, Dipsy. Goodbye. No, goodbye, Tinky Winky. Goodbye, Dipsy. Goodbye, Lala. Goodbye, Po. Can you name all of the Teletubbies? Can you name them all? Before I let you into Eddie's Funhouse, you must know all of the Teletubbies. Including Nunu. Naughty Nunu. Naughty Nunu. Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come out to play. They were so happy, weren't they, the Teletubbies? They did their little dances. There's 2 people in no chat. What's happening? What's happening? That's what we could do here. We could just check in on each other. Look out the window. If you don't see a mushroom cloud, consider it a good day. Any day you don't see a mushroom cloud, consider it a good day. Snuffy. That one caught me by surprise. Snuffy. Oh, Snuffy. Big brown trunk. Big Bird was supposed to go on the space shuttle before it blew up. That would have depressed a lot of kids if Big Bird met his demise on the space shuttle. Yellow feathers everywhere. I like when kids call me out on the bad words. You said a bad word. Be happy with today. You're not promised tomorrow. The only thing you could look forward to is death and taxes, in no particular order. They always hope that taxes come before death. They should say taxes and death because they want to collect taxes. They want to collect the taxes before you die. It doesn't work out if you die before taxes. Not to their benefit. Or they tax you to death. Would you rather be hit by a car or a falling rock? Why did that make me laugh? Why did I even think of that? Would you rather? Would you rather be eaten by a crocodile or piranha? I think piranha, because piranha, it would happen faster and there are no leftovers. It's amazing what makes me laugh. Would you rather be charged by a yak or a rhinoceros? You'd probably die quicker from a rhinoceros. A rhinoceros? How preposterous. Adam and Eve. God stopped Adam and Eve from gambling by taking away their paradise. Bye. Well, you've been here this long. Have a good day. Have a good day. Wait a minute. I was in the middle of the joke. How did God stop Adam and Eve from gambling? He took away their paradise. He took away their paradise. A rhinoceros. How preposterous. We were talking about Greek earlier. Greek, the word hippopotamus means water horse. I guess Alexander named the hippopotamus water horse. If you want to learn more Greek, come to my adult show. So we're down to 4 people. We've whittled it down to 4 people. 4 hopefuls. Bring all the hopefuls. I should reward people somehow. I should take requests from people who stick with me this long. 3 people who shall remain nameless. Hey, you're contributing to the environment. If you're eaten by piranha, I think the piranha death would be over pretty fast. Why am I thinking of that? Why is it making me laugh? You probably wouldn't feel much either because it would be over so quickly. Piranha. Piranha. I like saying that. Piranha. If you're eaten by a crocodile, it would be over in a few bites. Tigers take their time. I don't think I'd want to be eaten by a tiger. They take their time. A mountain lion. A mountain lion chomps down on your throat until you pass out. That'd be pretty traumatic, wouldn't it? Being choked out by a mountain lion. Traumatic. If you don't bleed out, because they have big sharp teeth. Morbid thoughts. Morbid thoughts. What would you rather be eaten by? Definitely not a snake. Snakes take their time also. Snakes squeeze you to death. And then they slowly... Wow, Eddie! Wow! Where is your head going? Do you really want to be food? Do you want to be food? We all wind up food one way or another. Something always eats us. Post-mortem. Post-mortem buffet. Kind of like zombies. Zombies. Post-mortem buffet. That's what they should call it. If you, zombies don't eat clowns because they taste funny. Zombies don't eat ex-wives because they're bitter. You know why zombies don't eat ex-wives? Because they're bitter. Oh. Well, at least I'm laughing. Laughing at something. No matter how morbid. Angry bees. Angry bees. I would not want to be attacked by angry bees. Or fire ants. Fire ants. Have you ever been bitten by fire ants? Fire ants. And then there's bullet ants. Bullet ants. They're way up there on the sting scale, the pain scale. Bullet ants. They use bullet ants in one tribe. I forget where it was. They have this funnel. I think it made of banana leaves. And they have bullet ants sewn in to the funnel. And that's the rite of passage into manhood. You stick your hand into this funnel and you're bitten by multiple bullet ants and you can't shed a tear. Or you have to do it again. Wow, just to be a man. You're not considered a man unless bullet ants cause intense pain. Kind of reminds me of Ulysses. Remember Ulysses had some foxes eating his liver? I think that's how the story went. I think that dates back to Sparta. Ulysses. And then there was Achilles. He was invulnerable to attack except for his heel. All they had to do was stand him in the water after dipping the rest of his body. into the river Styx. They could have said, okay, we're going to dip him feet first to cover the rest of him. Then he would have been truly involved. He would be truly unstoppable. Or they could have just thrown him in. Throw him in, whole baby, into the river Styx. Like that Nirvana album, you know, Naked and Afraid. And then you just reach in, pull the baby up before he drowns. Then he would have been impervious. So next time you throw the whole baby into the river Styx, and then have a retrieval string, you know, a retrieval string, or a net. Have like a fishing net, you know, like when you catch a bass. So I guess it's going to be chili cheese fries tonight. Chili, cheese, and fries. And with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played three. He played knick-knack on my knee. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Have you ever played knick-knack? What is that? What is knick-knack? Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone? That sounds like a code. A secret code. Knick-knack, okay. Paddywhack, gotcha. Give the dog a bone. That's an expression. Throw me a bone here. Throw me a bone here. But you give the dog a bone. Is that like to keep it quiet? He'll just sit there and chew on the bone so he doesn't have to go out so often? Cats are worse. Cats meow. They meow to be let in. They meow to be let out. They can drive you insane. Male cats do that. They go meow, 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 meow. They don't care how late it is. They want to go out. And then they want to come back in right after you let them out. They need a pill that you can give your cat to put it to sedate. They need a cat sedation. Cat sedation. I'm seeing how long I can go. It's been an hour and 9 minutes. There are 3 people watching. Well, we had a bit of a chat here. We had a bit of a chat. I hope the chat isn't down again. A total of over 2 hours. My last chat was an hour. My last live. Let's joke about something. We can joke. There are no barriers, no boundaries here. We could joke about stuff. Oh yes, we do have to be careful. YouTube guidelines. We need to watch those guidelines. I was called into question not too long ago whether or not I was in the following guidelines, and they decided I was following guidelines. I did everything. I did the age restriction after I said some bad words. Bad words. Bad words. Daniel Radcliffe broke a total of 80 wands on the set of Harry Potter because he liked to use them as drumsticks. He would drum. He would take his wand and drum with it. And that's how he broke. I wonder if they tallied up all those wands, if they cut it out of his paycheck. We're going to have to deduct this from your paycheck. All this, you've allotted your allotted amount of wands that you could break. You've exceeded that amount. So now we're going to have to deduct them from your paycheck. I wonder how many times people fart on set. How many times they have to do another take because somebody had gas. Giggling as an. Emma Watson was known for giggling, having the giggles. I know you. Hello, Angela. Angela. I knew if I waited long enough, somebody would chat. Somebody would, if I waited long enough, somebody would join in. Cheez-Its. I need to have some sponsors. How will I get sponsors? That would be nice if I had sponsors. How about Captain Crunch? Would Captain Crunch sponsor me? Would Adidas? Would Adidas? I could wear some Adidas products. I could wear Bass, but Bass store, Reebok, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut could sponsor me. Or how about the jerky? The jerky I eat, the beef jerky. I could be sponsored by those people. I keep them in business by buying beef jerky. What do you want to talk about? Now that you've found me, do you know where I am in the state, like in state? I do not remember where you are. In what state you're in? It's been a while, hasn't it? Castro, Angela Castro. You're in Guatemala. Okay. Guatemala. Well, welcome. I'm known in a lot of places. Somebody from Turkey, from Afghanistan, from Ireland. I guess I'm catching on. It won't be long. I could do Super Bowl parties, make enough for the whole year. One Super Bowl party. Wouldn't that be cool? Every year I do a Super Bowl advertisement, and I get paid tons of money. And that's all I have to do. Just say, hi everybody. Hello from Eddie's Funhouse. Kick that ball, boys. Are you having a good time? Having a good time. I like that song by Queen. Never wanna stop at all, 'cause I'm having a good time. That was on Shaun of the Dead. Remember Shaun of the Dead? When they were beating that zombie with cue sticks, billiard sticks. I'm starting to daydream. Help me! I'm starting to daydream. Help me out here. Guatemala. That's in South America, isn't it? Yes. We think South America is Florida. Yeah, and did you know $100 is more than $700, but we don't call it dollars. We call it, really? Canada still calls their money the dollar. I think it's a pound in England, and then a franc in France, yen in China. In China, it's a yen. I forget what they call it in Japan. What they call their currency. It's been a while. I guess nobody wants to think about money anymore. Seems to be so scarce. Money, 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 money. Yeah, but you live by Mexico. Okay. Down there near the equator where it's warmer. Mexico and Texas gets pretty hot. And Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona is Phoenix. Phoenix, Arizona. It's all mostly desert. Nevada. Nevada's mostly desert. A lot of gambling going on in Nevada. Sin City, that's what they call it. I'm going in to Sin City. Bring on the dancing girls and put the champagne on ice. I'm going in to Sin City. I'm going to win in Sin City. That's more like a vice. Gambling, drinking, vice. They have a vice squad. Yeah, there is a lot of hotness. A lot of hotness. Muy caliente. That's what they say in Spanish. I like saying caliente. In Russian, it's garechi. Очень garechi. Da. And then cold is frio. I like being around hotness. Sorry, I gotta go. That's all right. At least you came by. You did your best. I guess I'll just sit here and look out the window. The sun is setting. I'm watching a bit of the sunset. It's January. We got a busy schedule. It's always on Mondays. We have a lot of things we need to do on Mondays. We need to stop scheduling our appointments all on the same day. We need to try to curtail. Say, wait a minute, can we change that? Can we change that to where we're not going the whole day on scheduling appointments? I guess because needles are involved. Sometimes appointments have needles involved, poking you with needles. That's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be poked by needles. And you're not supposed to have blood drawn by said needle. What disturbs me most is when they draw blood with a needle. When they're giving you a sedative or when they're giving you medicine by way of a hypodermic needle, it's not so bad. But when they're removing something from your body with the needle, extracting your life juices like a spider or a snake, you know. Well, I've been doing this. This should get me some watch hours. If I make each live an hour or more. Thank you for saying goodbye. I like that when someone says goodbye instead of just disappearing. Disappear. You can appear and then you can disappear. The opposite of appearing. I miss being a kid. I really liked when I was a kid. I didn't have responsibilities. I like responsibilities if I have the ability to respond. I think that's fair, isn't it? If you have a responsibility, you should have the ability to respond. It's very distressful. It's very distressing when you can't respond to a responsibility. It makes sense, doesn't it? If I want to ask $10 from somebody, they should have $10 to give. Otherwise, you're just going to stress a person out. The person is just going to be stressed out because they don't have $10 to give. It's counterproductive. My mom is breathing better. She took her water pills and it let off the liquid. She was having trouble laying down to sleep, which is a symptom of having liquid in your chest cavity. She has to take her water pill or her diuretic. If not, liquid builds up in the lung area, the chest cavity. I know I had to stack pillows so that I could breathe before I was diagnosed with this problem. I couldn't just lay flat because the water causes pressure on your lungs. It has to do with the way your heart beats. If your heart doesn't beat properly, you start to build up liquid in your chest cavity. I'm eating party mix. I'm eating this, it's peanuts and cereal covered with cheese. That's a question I'm asked the most. What are you eating? I'm eating nice little snacks. It's better to snack than really eat. No, it's not dinner. Dinner is going to be chili cheese fries. I'm looking forward to that. I have a Coke. I have a bottle of Coke and some chili cheese fries. I love that. It's called Bunker Hill chili. Bunker Hill chili. It comes in a can about this big and then I sprinkle cheese over it and it's delicious. I eat it with a fork. Some people eat it with their bare hands. But I'm not messy, you see. If I use a fork, I'm not as messy. So how are you being? How have you been? This is the wellness check. We're doing wellness checks. I'm having raw veggies. All right. See, there's no grease. You're not getting any lard or grease. You're just eating what the good Lord intended. You're ingesting a roughage to clean out your intestines. Roughage. Carrots, celery, raisins. Some people, raisins is a plant. That's right. Yum, yum, yum. It's raining tacos. You you are no longer tonight. You are on. Yes, I am. What time is it over there? Is it like 1 o'clock? One or yeah, 01 hour. I'm sorry if I'm keeping you up. It's Thursday here. It's only it's only 5 o'clock. I'm gonna have to move closer to where you are. That's what I need to do. Move over there to in the Irish region, the island of Ireland, the Emerald Isle. Then I can go hiking. I can go hiking on some country roads. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. You're up too, because you're able to chat with me. That's usually a sign. Burning the candle at both ends. That's what I've heard it called. We burn the candle at both ends. What are you eating? Good question. As long as something, it curbs my appetite. Are you as happy as I think you are? Happy, 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 happy. Happy is the people whose God is the Lord. Happy, 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 happy. Chips, sausages, and garlic sauce. Mmm, garlic sauce. That's good for your heart, garlic. Good for you. Keeps the vampires away. Garlic. People actually hang garlic to keep evil away. Do you like chocolate? Yes, I do. I like chocolate chip cookies. In fact, I'm going to have some today. My mummy baked some cookies. We call them cookies. You call them biscuits. Yummy. That's right. Yummy. Chocolate chip cookies. Yay. Here's to my weight gain. Way more eat cookies. Eat cookies. I went on a diet and lost 90 days. Or, yeah, I think somebody had that as a refrigerator magnet. It was a lady smiling with a tray full of cookies. I think it was 30 days. Yummy! It's hard to resist a plate of cookies, really good cookies. My favorite are chocolate chip. Out of all of them, I kind of like the second are peanut butter cookies. I like peanut butter cookies with little fork marks on them. They take the fork and they push the fork into the cookie, and then they put it in the oven, and they get golden brown. Need I say more? Peanut butter cookies. Cookies with frosting on them. Frosting. Sandwich cookies. Did you ever taste bread and butter pudding? I have not. It sounds good. Bread and butter pudding. And then there's rice pudding. Then there's tapioca. Chocolate pudding. Mmm. Chocolate pudding. You could eat it with a spoon. Over the lips and through the gums. Watch out, stomach. Here it comes. Oh, yeah. When you can smell it cooking, you can smell the peanut butter cookies and the chocolate chip cookies, gingerbread cookies. There's a snack called ginger snaps. I really like ginger snaps. I liked them when I had all my teeth. Ginger snaps. They do just that. They snap when you bite into them. Hello, happy guy. Hello, happy guy. I love your vibe. Thank you. Yes, it's the vibe. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me excitations. Good, 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 good vibrations. Good, good. I like those. La 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 la. Beach Boys. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Aruba, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego. Baby, why don't we go to the Kokomo? We'll get there faster if we take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down in Kokomo. Beach Boys. Surfing music. Wipe out. That's where Gidget. Remember Gidget? Girl Midget? Sally Field played Gidget. Good, 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 good vibrations. That's what I like to do. I like to be a DJ. Be a DJ for a day. I don't know if I would violate copyright if I just had a turntable. I could just have 45 records from back in the 50s, play some surf music, play some Big Bopper, make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel so loose like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. Uh-huh. Ponytail hanging down. Oh, baby, that's what I like. Do you ever watch The Devil's Hour? There is 2 seasons. Devil's Hour. That sounds intense. The Big Bopper. That's right. Never forget. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, saying this'll be the day that I die. That song was about that plane crash. It was Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, and the Big Bopper, Dawn. Who's Dawn? Dawn. Dawn dishwashing liquid saves the little duckies. They were advertising that when the oil spills happen. They used Dawn dishwashing liquid to clean up the ducks. Dawn gets grease out of your way. I want to go surfing. I like to go surfing. It's funny how I always live so far from the beach. Georgia is right on the beach, on the coast. Dawn sang. Oh yeah, that's right. Helter skelter in a summer swelter. That's right. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. But that was a long song. That's kind of like Inagata Gravita. Inagata Gravita, honey. Don't you know that I love you? Oh, won't you walk with me? Take my hand and we'll walk this land. That was supposed to be in the Garden of Eden. And then they changed it to Inagata Gavita or something like that. In the Garden of Eden, honey. Oh, don't you know that I love you? The Doors sang Strange when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange. When you're strange. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. I'm more into early 90s. Yeah, British rave culture. Sex Pistols, they're British, aren't they? Iron Maiden. There's a lot of just, yeah, the British invasion. You say you want a revolution. That was the Beatles. The Beatles. Well, we all want to change the world. And then there was Bang Bang Maxwell's silver hammer made sure that he was dead. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That was an album. Yeah. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. But you're into the 90s, right? There was Nirvana. There was, who else was in the 90s? Marilyn Manson was in the 90s. He's the same age as I am. I wanna grow up, wanna be a big rock and roll star. Tainted Love, he sang that song. That was an 80s song. Tainted, first I ran to you, now I run from you. Tainted Love. Well, yeah, bands like Prodigy, I remember that. Firestarter. The voodoo, what you don't dare do, people. Magic people, voodoo people. Wow. They played some harmonica in that. Wow, wow. Magic people, voodoo people. The voodoo, what you don't dare do, people. And a lot of underground, yes. Underground. The wasn't the White Stripes? I don't think they were British. White Stripes. Oh wow, now I'm searching my memory. Searching my memory for songs of the 90s. I will get by. That was Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead. There are people called the Deadheads, the people that follow them. Who is running when you're running to where you are going to hide? Is the giving you enough to get through the night? Who sang that? Who is running when you're running to Meat Song? You talking about Meatloaf? Man, that's a tough one. First I ran to you, now I run from you. Tainted love. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away from the pain you you, drive into the heart of me. First I ran from you, ran to you. How about Don't You? Yeah, Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez was on Barney. She was also Wizards of Waverly Place. Selena Gomez was married to Justin Bieber, I think. Wow, we're getting into trivia here. Did you know that? Oh, baby, baby. That came out in the 90s. How was I supposed to? Tainted Love was originally sang by Gloria Jones. Yeah. T-Rex and had a Motown beat. Yeah. Isn't that interesting how Sinead O'Connor, uh, that song, Nothing Compares to You, that one was written by Prince. I didn't know that till recently. Prince wrote a lot of songs for people. I was surprised. I was genuinely surprised. It's interesting how artists kind of help each other. And then they make money. They make money singing someone's song. Some people, they own they. So was, yeah, just another manic Monday, and I don't have to run day. That was the Bangles, wasn't it? The Bangles. And then there was the Go-Go's. Boomer, Dyslexic Boomer. Is that a band? Dyslexic Boomer? I know about Baby Boomers. My mom's a baby boomer. Prince wrote it. Okay. Yeah, just another manic Monday. Oh, if I could go into a time machine. Step into a time machine. Go back to the 80s. Even the 70s weren't that bad. The 50s even. All that Motown, rock and roll first started during the 50s with Elvis. Elvis and the Beatles brought up, or before that was like Frank Sinatra and oh wow. What were some other songs that were pretty popular? The Surfin' Bird. Bird, 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 bird's a word. That was a 60s song, I think, back in Vietnam era. They played that on Apocalypse Now. Surfin' Bird. The amount of different genders came out, that came, oh, genres that came out of the 70s. Yeah, punk rock. I've started to find out about punk rock in the 80s, and 70s there were a lot of protest songs. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try and love one another right now. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Good God, y'all. We've got to get out of this place if it's the last thing we ever do. Girl, there's a better life for me and you. The lime and the coconut? Put the lime in the coconut and drank it. Called the doctor, woke him up. He said, Doctor, to relieve a bellyache. Doctor, is there something I could take? Put the lime in the coconut. What other songs that were like, Ozzy Osbourne came out with some drug songs. There's You're at Walmart. That's kind of random. You pop in and say, I'm at Walmart. Are you seeing all the weird outfits? You ever watch that website, People of Walmart? Heavy metal, punk rock. Yes, heavy metal started with Black Sabbath. Their playing method or technique. I think Black Sabbath was the first one. And then I think Scorpions and Iron Maiden, all that heavy metal. Paranoid, that was another one of the, because Ozzy went solo after Black Sabbath fired him, and that was around the 70s, and then all through the 80s. Before that, it was Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin, and who else was this? Foghat. Foghat was another one. Some would argue that it started with Led Zeppelin. Yeah, I mean, listen to them. They had softer music, Stairway to Heaven, and she's buying the stairway to heaven. That sounded like a Renaissance song. And then there was Hammer of the Gods. Ah, ah. They featured that song in one of the, when Thor, what is that, the Avengers? That was pretty cool. It gave me goosebumps. I like that Icelandic sound. That the Nordic. There is a road and it leads to Valhalla. Valhalla, that's where you go. The Valkyrie take you into Valhalla if you die in battle. Vikings are pretty hardcore. They say Vikings are worse than hell. They would rather go to hell than face the Vikings. Pretty badass. And then there was the Mongolian hordes. I guess that's what it takes to expand your empire. You got to kill everything. Everything that comes against you. If you listen to the organ solo, it is song Burned by Deep Purple is stolen straight from Mozart. I've noticed that. Yeah. They say originality is successfully concealing your source. If you successfully, but then again, who's the source of the source? Mozart, yeah. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Then there was Johann Sebastian Bach. Ludwig van Beethoven, don't forget, yeah. He was tone deaf, wasn't he? Or he was, when he wrote his symphony. It's interesting to look at the era, they are musical geniuses, very good musicians. They have an ear for the emotion that comes from playing songs, playing music. A lot of rulers love opera. When they showed up to operas, they really felt powerful and they were swayed emotionally. Nero was like that. Nero was very much into performing. My cat is called Ludwig. That's German, isn't it? Ludwig. Who wrote William Tell's Overture? Dun, 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 dun. They use that for Lone Ranger. Dun, 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 dun. Whenever somebody was moving fast, they would play that song. Dun, 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 dun. I think wasn't that Beethoven who wrote that? William Tell's Overture. Classical music is very, they say Elvis got some of his ideas from the black culture. or African American culture. Some of their songs, if you listen to the beats, when the I think that's what it is I've noticed that in modern music, there's a lot of, that da 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 na 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 na. I hear that beat a lot in different, or that the tunes. It's a hard knock life. That was from Little Orphan Annie. Little Orphan Annie, which was a radio show way back when. It's a hard knock life. That was a rap song. And then dun 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 dun, dun, that Vanilla Ice. There are a lot of songs that I think were just like Werewolves of London. Werewolves of London. That song, if you listen to that Kid Rock song, it starts just like Werewolves of London. Dun 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 dun. I think I'm going to hear like Five Finger Death Punch. Sometimes when I hear some of their songs, I think I'm listening to a Metallica song. Somebody out there is listening to people mimic other tunes. It's getting dark. I got to start cooking supper. Supper before sunset. I guess we'll do this again. I try to do it around the same time. It's like 5 o'clock. Yeah. Well, I'll see you when I see you again. I do these kind of random because I don't know when exactly. Everyone's in a different time zone. Go listen to Put Your Cat Clothes On by Carl Perkins, and then go listen to Blue Suede Shoes. Yeah, that's Elvis. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can clearly hear the Perkins influence. That's what it is, influence. A lot of people are inspired by other musicians. Well, bye-bye. I'm glad you could stick with me. We'll have a great day and sleep tight. Good night, sleep tight, if I can talk. Yeah. Ciao. Ciao. All right. See you later.